Don't blow the vuvuzela unless I give you permission.
This was the hard part, to mute down the 400 extras armed with vuvuzelas. Such was the scene at the shoot of the new MTN ad campaign, dubbed Africa United. MTN is raising the ante as we draw closer to the June 11th kickoff, and one would be hard-pressed to find a better setting than Soccer City.
Well, I can tell you that it doesn't hurt to be a sponsor during times like these when you need to get into Soccer City. Brand new, nobody's shot here. It does come at a price, but you know what? The World Cup comes to us once in how many years? It's the first time in Africa, you've got to do it right. If we were able to go and put in $65 million to actually enter into the sponsorship, it would be a futile exercise to not leverage it to the best of your ability.
This leveraging ability was entrusted to Ireland Davenport, the brainchild behind the Africa United campaign.
Well, we were thinking about what makes people excited about football, so the whole commercial is based around people getting excited about the World Cup and wearing football shirts to work, and then wearing their football shirts in interesting and inappropriate situations. So we think that'll generate quite a lot of humour.
Ireland Davenport chose Hammersmith and Elephant to shoot the ad. The agency knew exactly whom they wanted for the direct.
We do a few frames around this way just to move, just to give you a place between there and there that we can use to kind of just lure it into that.
We're working with the director Brett Wild, he's really good at getting a great look for the commercial and getting great performances and humour. And it's not often that you get a director that can do both of those things.
The interpretation was pretty straightforward in terms of the way the storyboard was done, and it was up to us to just go and find places all over the country in order to make it look like Africa, in order for it to be Africa. And it's about Africa getting together for this thing, and I think a lot of the guys are doing that, but the way they're doing it is quite nice in terms of the way that it's not all about the brand doing it, whoa.
Stop with those vuvuzelas! Wait!
With the camera locked off, the trick was moving the extras by the inch to make the stadium look full. Brad knows all too well that ads tend to look rehearsed, and he's intent on staying from this mold.
And I think for me that's the challenge, is to make this feel like you're there. And I've seen a lot of commercials, man, where they've got people in stadiums and they all just look like extras in stadiums. And for me, that's the challenge, is to make it look full on.
The Africa United campaign comes off the heels of the popular Ayoba campaign, which only spoke to the South African market. Africa United will run through Africa and the Middle East, and MTN is spending big money.
If you look at our Ayoba campaign in Q4 alone, that was it was close to about 150 million, okay? This particular advert is a 3-part campaign. This is advert number 1, and there are 2 other adverts which accompany it.
The pressure is on for John and his creative colleagues to outdo the Ayoba campaign, and at 10,000 Rand a minute to develop a roll of film, every frame counts.
Well, I don't know if it'll outdo it, but it'll certainly build on the platform that the Ayoba campaign has created, and we're very, very excited about it.
It's all well to splurge and leverage from the World Cup, but is the message filtering through?
There's no point in spending the money we are spending if we do not have loyal customers. And we find that through Ayoba, we've had and seen a migration of customers.
By the end of the night, it was so late, it was early, but the sentiments of the director summed up the shoot.
Thank you! Thank you!